It's going to be probably one of the most boring races of the seasons already. What do you see? What do you think? Uh,
Boring races?
this was like one
Yeah, I
of
can. Yeah,
the
you can say.
boring races.
Yeah, this was one of the like starting of boring races. You can say.
Yeah, because we are so used to like
For
exciting races in the past, like year, half year ke baad. So this race was like it was
yes,
like Monaco, but without Charles
yeah,
Leclerc win. So, but yeah, the win
right,
was
exactly.
amazing. Max winning, that was something.
Of course, you'll be happy for that.
Of course, man. Like,
But yes, McLaren, man, McLaren. That's the story of the day is McLaren.
क्या किया?
क्या किया है
Oh
भाई
shit, क्या
साहब?
किया मतलब?
Ah.
Oh god.
And I won't be shocked if Verstappen wins the championship again. I won't be shocked at all. Because like right now, Norris is a 62, Verstappen is a 61 already.
That too in a tractor,
Like,
that would be such a slam dunk. Shame on
man,
McLaren
the
for this. Yeah.
memes. Oh my
Yeah.
god, क्या memes चल रहे हैं. पूरा Instagram भरा हुआ है आज तो मेरा.
And that too coming from a boring race, because all people are talking about as uh, what a banter did McLaren do, man. That
Yeah,
was really bad, really bad.
yeah. And yes, so by boring race, guys, we mean top 10 didn't shuffle at all, except for only Lewis Hamilton just getting one position up. But yeah, other than that, top 10 were exactly the
Exactly this.
same people, same drivers. So yes, yeah,
Yeah.
we can start off with the Red Bull
Yeah,
itself.
we'll start off with the machine that is Max Verstappen. His name
Max
is Max
Verstappen, not the
because
car.
he's like maximum. I feel he is the maximum.
Yes,
Oh my god.
सब शुरू हो गए दूध दूध
Dude.
दूध.
Amazing. Bro, he drives like a
Yes,
machine. Like even if like AI someday, gonna rule the world, I don't know, but तब
yeah,
भी AI को भी beat करेगा Max क्योंकि man, that was amazing. Because it's proven,
yeah,
right? The
he
car
is.
is trash. One time it's a mistake. Two people not able to drive, that might be a mistake. But तीन
Yes,
लोग अगर नहीं चला सकते, that clearly
नहीं चला
states
सकते,
that
right?
the car is shit. Yet Max
Yeah,
managed to extract so much out of it, man. Like proper world champion. Like
that's
if
true.
if he gets the world championship this year, I'm like already इतनी ज़्यादा
Yeah,
respect है, और ज़्यादा respect बढ़ जाएगी, man. Like
और ज़्यादा हो जाएगी. Yeah,
क्योंकि
like for that, like this one would be the toughest one for him to win, actually.
and he's
Like with
enjoying.
so much of competition going on,
He's enjoying.
so
He's
that would
having
be like
fun.
really
He
tough.
needs some challenge, man. वही तो that was what he didn't have in 2023. Even last year, even though he had challenge when it comes to winning, but when it
Yep.
came to championship, there was no real challenge because the gap he built in the start was really big, right? So this time, like this
Right.
is something we are looking forward to: Norris versus Verstappen.
Yeah.
But I don't think it would be Norris. It would be Piastri versus Verstappen halfway through the season.
Uh, yeah, I felt that
Yeah.
too. In the middle of the race, uh, Verstappen says, "Should I push the car now or no?" Like he was asking question कि मैं push कर सकता हूँ या नहीं है. I'm like, ये क्या चला रहा है भाई बंदा? क्या mentality है इसकी? कि अब तक वो normal pace पे चला रहा था and now he's like, I'll burn
Yeah.
some rubber for sure.
Amazing. No, man.
But yeah,
Like,
and this actually brings one more topic: the second seat of Red Bull. The
yeah,
curse is never
that's a
ending.
long one. Let's get into that. But yeah, Max ke baare mein one last thing is like not just a race, man. Like quali, like nobody was even thinking about him being a contender of pole, right? Even the commentators, they were
Yeah,
like not even focusing on Max. They were like, okay, Norris is on
Max.
the
Yeah,
pole, right? Kyuki
Podi-
Max was
yeah,
not like he was good, but the second
yeah.
sector was like not purple, and then he just showed everyone that, oh my god,
Showed out of
yeah,
nowhere, bro.
absolutely nowhere.
I
The
think,
quali was the star of this weekend. Yeah.
yeah, I felt PS3 might beat him because he had like Sector 2 and Sector 3 as purple as well. But Sector 1, he didn't perform that
Yeah.
nicely.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just for a few milliseconds,
Absolutely.
2 tenths, I guess, 3 tenths, and he missed
Yeah.
it. But yes,
Machine.
beautiful. machine.
Yeah. Let's now go
Yes.
to the second seat of Red Bull. Like it's a complicated topic
Oh,
to.
before
Yeah.
before that, hello guys, you're watching PS Lights Out.
Yeah.
This is Pruthvi and this is Shubham.
Hi guys. Yeah.
And yes,
Welcome to the
we
channel.
are definitely talking about yes, the first boring race of this season, Suzuka Grand Prix. I thought it's going to be interesting because of the rain. Like they showed, and before that there was an event of uh, Ferrari cars racing each other. So there was one more event going on, and the whole track was wet. So I expected, yes, some action in the race. And even when the race started, they said like around lap 20 there would be rain. So I was eager. I was just sitting. कि बस कब होगी कब
That would
होगी.
have made it interesting. And
So
in fact, like
yeah,
no rain would have made it even more interesting, because if there was no rain before the race, that means the grass would have still been dry and we would have seen another red
yeah.
flag because of the grass burning. So anyone
Fire.
who missed practice and quali, like we had almost four red flags just because of the grass
Yes.
being on fire, which is like very weird, because one time it's understandable, it happened four times. So because there was some rain before the race, it was like damp enough and we didn't see any red flag.
Yeah.
And there were like,
And that's how they manage the tires as well,
yeah,
no?
yeah.
Because of a
Yes.
little wet
Yeah. There
track.
was like the track temperature was not too high, so there was very less drag. Like mediums were performing like hards. At the end, also like there was no
Yeah.
graining on the tires. Plus, there
Yes.
was no incident happening. Like nobody crashed, which is, I don't want anyone to crash. So don't get me wrong there, but there was no
Yeah.
minor incident or going off the track or something like that, and no overtaking. So yeah, that's why it was one of the
Yes.
boring races of the year, maybe the first one.
We saw some overtakes, but at the
Yeah,
bottom, not on in the top 10.
yeah,
So yeah, that's why it was a bit boring. Um, yes. So coming back to the second seat of Red Bull, the curse
yeah,
continues with the Yuki Tsunoda. I actually had some high expectations because of on Wednesday there was an interview and he said like he feels very comfortable. Then on practice session he did actually good. It wasn't that bad, and he feels more confident than Liam Lawson. He actually wasn't that complaining that much. He's like, yeah, I'm okay
yeah.
with this car.
He was comfortable
It's not that
throughout the
difficult to
weekend,
drive.
like all the practice session. Even in
Yeah,
quali, Q2 was very comfortable for him. But I don't know, like
right.
pressure last lap was where he needed to perform. So,
Yes,
and the worst part was
and yes,
obviously qualifying behind Lawson. That was very hurtful for him,
yeah,
especially in
yes,
front
yes,
of
yes,
the
yes.
home crowd.
Even even in the race itself, he was like behind Lawson for a very very long time. And yeah, later on it worked out for him, so that's a good
No,
thing.
I mean, no, bro. He overtook Lawson right in the first lap, start May.
No, like after pit, he was still behind
Yeah,
him.
but that was because Lawson did not pit, so he
Yeah,
overtook Lawson
yeah.
right at the big.
Later on, yeah,
So it was him ahead of him. But anyways, yeah, we
yeah.
definitely expected him to score at least 1 point in the race. Yeah,
More, yeah. One
that
point.
was the least.
Not 1 point, but at least few more
Yeah,
points. And yeah, out of the other three Red Bull seats, we have Hajar
yeah,
in finishing in points, which is quite unique on its
yeah.
own. Like
Amazing. Like he's
Banda
definitely the
P7 qualifying man and P8 in the race, defending its position. That's an amazing thing.
rookie of the year. Definitely.
Rookie of the year, maybe, or maybe Kimi, bro.
Yeah,
How can you
Kimi
forget
was good,
Kimi?
but Hajar in a racing bull, he performed pretty well, man. Like
Yes,
since
that's
last
true.
couple of weekends, he's on fire. So yeah.
Yes.
But yes, like again, if Yuki is not performing for the next two races, this is like I said this in
Oh my
Australian
God, we can expect Hajar.
predictions. Wapas.
I just saw a meme के अब तो सीधा जॉस वर्स्टैपन को ही लेना पड़ेगा, वही अकेला फाइट कर सकता है मैक्स के साथ.
No, but I won't be surprised if if Yuki is again replaced by Hajar in like next few races, because
Yeah,
already they are
few
not like
races.
worrying about media or anything. They just want points on the
Right.
board. And look at Max right now. He literally won the race,
Yeah,
right? So
won the race.
McLaren
Yeah.
is way ahead of Red Bull in constructors championship. just because they don't have Red
Of
Bull don't
course.
have a second driver. If they had, to wo bhi fight
Yeah.
close रहती. And as a team, like as a team, the principal and all the stakeholders, they are more focused on the constructors championship and not the drivers championship, because
Right.
that's where the real money comes in from. Yeah.
Money comes in.
So
Of course.
definitely, I wouldn't be surprised if Yuki is replaced as well. But again, like on a positive note, Yuki was very comfortable with the car throughout the weekend, definitely. And plus, I
Right.
think if he gets a couple more races, it will be good. Kyuki, unlike
Yeah.
Liam, he did not finish last at least, so that's something
That's true. That's true.
good.
A little bit better than
Yeah,
that. And he did overtake few spots. So like from P15 he scored P12, which is not
not
bad.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Better than Lawson.
Coming to McLaren, lots to talk, man.
Yeah, the main story for the day.
क्या किया
McLaren's.
man, क्या
क्या हो
क्या
रहा
हो
है?
रहा है, like it was a one stopper, and all you need, like it's in Suzuka, you don't get many opportunities to overtake. Only one DRS zone, and
Yeah,
they are clearly the fastest car on the grid. Like everybody knows, they are the fastest car on the grid. So
of course.
only thing that they had to do was apply strategy in a way that, like, and they had two drivers up there, so it's not like they have to
Exactly.
gamble on one driver only. They pitted
Right.
Piastri first. That was also a bad call, according to me, because they should have pitted Norris
Yeah.
first. Then Piastri could have, saved and
PS3. Yeah.
stayed ahead, while
Right.
Norris could have undercut. But it's
Hmm.
pretty. I don't know क्या हुआ. And
So
one
yeah,
thing that
last year मेरे को एक न्यूज़ मिली
one
थी.
thing that they didn't have to do with Norris was not do the same strategy as Red Bull. Why would you pit at the same
Yeah.
time as
Exact
Verstappen?
same time. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you would not gain any places, right? It's clear, like everybody knows
Yes.
that.
Yes. It's the
You
same
either
thing.
pit one lap ahead or one lap behind. Like kuch to karna tha, because one stop is all you get, and you
Uh,
just ruined it. Sorry, you were saying
yeah.
something. I cut it.
Yeah, I was just saying कि last year मेरे को एक न्यूज़ मिली थी कि some of the red team members changed their clothes into papaya army and then just switched the roles with McLaren. So strategists खाली change हुए हैं क्योंकि वो लोग भी same ही चीज फूक के आए हैं.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy.
क्या कर रहे हैं यार? It's just a bit disappointing. Yeah, and like as we have said before, okay, if Max wins the championship, we won't be shocked at all. If this continues, we won't
All
be
the
shocked.
blame would go to McLaren team as a strategy,
Yeah,
and a bit
I
of
feel Zach Brown would be under pressure, no, like because he has both the drivers capable of winning the championship, and like he's not able to take a hard decision above them.
no the
So I feel that that would be a bit more
I
blame.
think the yeah, definitely blame on him, but like, and the problem is like they want to favor Norris, but Norris is not being able to outperform Piastri like he's supposed to. Like they are
Yeah.
trying to favor like
Yes.
Norris just a little bit, but वो बंदा नहीं
Right.
कर रहा जो उससे expect हो रहा, like.
Expected.
And
Yeah.
I know there are lots of Norris fans. Many of them are our subscribers, so they'll be hurt. But like this race proved it, man. Like he
Facts.
is not like a championship winning driver at the moment. Like even if he wins it,
Yeah.
that's solely because of the car and some of the aid by the team,
Mhm.
and Piastri. Because
Right.
वही हो रहा था last में, Piastri was very much close to him, but Norris did not manage to.
Bro, I thought it's going to be DNF.
Yeah,
I actually thought it's going to be a double DNF,
yeah,
but somehow they backed
yeah.
off.
I mean,
So that's a good
but
thing.
they shouldn't have, like they should have allowed PS3 to pass, at least उसको chance देना चाहिए था. And if it didn't work, then they could obviously make the call, and last May they can switch drivers
Right.
again, right? Because Norris was not able to
Mhm.
get to the DRS zone at all. Like under 1 second, he
Right.
was not able to do that. But Piastri was
Yes.
0.3 seconds behind Norris, and he was pushing really
And
hard.
Norris.
And he
Yeah.
came on the radio and
Yeah.
told everyone confidently 3 times that I can chase Max. I can chase Max, but like he
Yeah.
was being ignored by the team, which was really bad according to me. I mean, he should
Yeah.
have on merit maybe overtook Norris. So I won't say just one side of the things, but again, like
Yep.
they had 13 laps, they had the fastest car, so they could have just
Of
made
course.
the call key leave him. But that would have been an
Yeah.
insult on Norris. So I don't know. Obviously, there is some team dynamics going there. So
Yeah, but like you have two cars performing, right? And if you are not able to perform, you have to leave space for the other driver.
yeah,
I mean, like that's how the team strategy would have worked.
exactly.
But yeah. Anyways, enough of McLaren. It's quite sad day for
Yeah.
them. Even though they finished P2 and
Double
P3,
podium. Yeah.
it's just a sad double podium. Still sad for them. More points as a constructor, but yeah, just bad for the drivers itself. Then we have Ferrari, Mr. Charles Leclerc, doing his own
Yeah.
race on P4.
Huge gap. Huge gap. He was like just cruising.
Huge gap,
Yeah.
yeah.
Some 13 second,
Let me
10 second,
see. Plus 16.
16-second gaps, man.
Yeah.
Just, cruising around, like singing songs and cruising
Yes.
around. That's all. But yeah, again,
Right.
not what we expect from Ferrari. And again, last weekend was bad for them. So they need to bounce back by something. Quali was like,
Yeah. I felt uh, Ferrari was actually quite comfortable before the practice itself, that they said that their car is much more suitable for this track. So I was expecting Ferrari to be at least fighting with McLaren's. But yeah, like Leclerc after the second practice session, he said like the car isn't performing that
like three,
the same way that he was
yeah,
thinking. But yeah,
3 races and no podiums, and they have the best lineup on the grid right now. So
yeah, of course,
really,
two goats.
two votes. But yeah, sad for them.
Yeah, and yeah, his teammate, Mr. Hamilton on P7. He was the only person from top 10 who was able to overtake someone.
Yeah,
But yeah, he that too like a racing bull,
yeah,
man. So
nothing really. Like he had a chance to, like he thought he had a chance to overtake internally, but that fight never happened either. Like he
no
never got
way,
close
no
to
way,
him.
bro. Antonelli was so confident at the end of the race. He did like three back-to-back fastest
Yeah,
laps.
yeah, definitely.
The race engineer says, "Good lad."
Yeah, I saw that. I heard that, like,
It was so
good
funny.
lad. I was like, yeah, man, 18 साल का ही है. Even like last May
I'm
when he
pushing
was,
so much.
waving hands, I was like, literally, bacha hai, bro, and he's doing like amazing, man.
Yeah, how old is he?
18,
Like
18,
18 or
exactly
17?
18, because yeah,
Yeah, he just got his license here,
yes,
so I remember.
crazy.
That's
Like
cool.
he has
And yeah, like his big brother taking the charge, Mr. George Russell,
like
as usual.
there
Like,
was a meme for him, like that Russell waiting for something to happen so he can again get the free podium. Because last few
yes,
races his podiums were like not like proper hardcore racing. It was like just being there, right place
yes,
at the right time
being
and
there,
just
yeah,
getting the
and
podium.
getting the
So
position. Yes, of course.
we are not seeing, but that's good for Mercedes right now. Like they are
Mercedes.
comfortably at P2, right? So in the
Yeah,
constructors,
P5 and P6 for both the drivers, which
yeah.
is pretty good. I
Yeah,
mean,
I
sorry,
mean,
pretty good.
Mercedes is not giving the fight, and there is no one like Red Bull is just max. So they are both the drivers are just
Yes,
scoring good points every weekend. That's all
good
that
points.
is expected from them
Yes,
right now. But yeah,
but yeah,
moving on.
Toto must be happy with the
Yeah,
Antonelli.
definitely, his
Yeah, at least
speed.
like earlier, what was happening is last year, pura season, Hamilton wasn't that comfortable with the car at the start of the season. Russell was still performing since the beginning,
Yeah,
but there were like lots of DNFs for Russells. Like sometimes a car messed up or like he crashed. कुछ ना कुछ हुआ उसके साथ. तो last year बहुत खराब season था Russell के लिए. This year, both the drivers are performing equally, you can say.
yeah. So far, like no crashes,
So
no DNFs, like no major
yes,
issues with the car. So in a
yes,
way, that's what was expected of them, and it is good.
yeah. Kimi was still struggling at the last chicane. He did go off like couple of times. He was locking up again and
Yeah, yeah,
again on the last chicane, like
yeah.
the slow one.
Fortunately, there was no gravel or anything there, so it didn't hurt the tire as much. But
Yes,
yes,
of course.
He's getting
And
used to.
not only
Signs
Kimi,
also,
lots of
yeah.
drivers actually faced problems.
Signs
Yeah,
face the same issue there. So
yeah, yeah. The only man who doesn't make any mistakes is Mr. Max Verstappen.
yeah, machine man.
I saw Norris going a bit wide on the same
Yeah,
turn.
last lap also.
Then there was one incident with Piastri as well.
Yeah. Yes.
So yeah, yes. So yeah, pretty much quite simple race for Mercedes.
Yeah.
I feel like after the first half of the season, maybe they do some bigger change and we can see more fights, because even last year, like first half of the whole season, they were not quite visible. They were like actually almost at the
Yeah.
bottom, you can say, like P5, P6. And yeah, after half of the season was done, and they like actually did bring some good upgrades, and it actually worked out for them as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, hoping for that.
Mercedes were the only team who tried something new on strategy wise. Although it
Yeah,
didn't work out well, but they
workout.
were
Yeah,
actually trying. Baki team wanted to try भी नहीं
yeah.
किया. They
There
were
was
like,
no tire graining,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
So even if you are on medium or hards,
It
it's
made no
working as the
sense. Yeah,
same
yeah.
way. Yeah. And like I think at the start of the race, only Hamilton was using hard
Yes.
tires, and yeah, that's where he got one position too. But other than that, like everyone was, and people were comparing at the end Leclerc and Hamilton. That Leclerc is on mediums, Leclerc is on hard tires, and Hamilton is on medium tires. But they actually worked out the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
way. Like
There
there was
were
no
no
tire graining,
green.
so he can push it a bit more.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, and then we have Alex Albon. Oh my God, this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, he was complaining a lot,
I've
and
never.
anyhow he was pushing
Yeah, I've
too.
never heard him so angry over the radio, and like however many years I've
Yeah,
been watching F1. He was properly angry,
yeah,
man, and that too very much vocal
yeah,
about it. That I've been telling you this to solve this since a lot of time, and you just have ignored me. And oh my god!
yeah.
But man, he was flying on quali and three races, and he was Q3, and he got to the Q3 in all
Again
of
and
the
again.
races. Man, he
Yes.
is like the one of
Yeah.
the stars of F1 right now, like doing very, very well. And
Right now.
then not
Of
getting
course.
what he's asked off from the team, it's really bad.
Right. Yeah. Did you see the new livery? Not livery, but like the new merch from Williams.
Ah, yes, yes.
They went like a bit classic. They were getting a pretty much good amount of hate as
Bharat
well because of the
Petroleum.
same thing.
uh,
I'll have to post a picture up
yeah,
here.
that was really bad. Really,
That
really bad.
was funny.
They could have gone
Yeah.
something like fans would have bought it if you make it a little bit classier. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it looks like work clothes for some gas station
yeah,
for sure.
definitely.
Yeah, and then we have Science not able to perform again
um,
with the
it's
same
just
Williams.
awkward, to talk about him because it's really sad. He was multiple race winner and like doing so well in Ferrari, but he's just taking his time. But man, like I don't know, he had like preseason testing, and then there was three races practice session वगैरह फिर
Yep.
भी is not able to get anything out
Yeah,
of the car.
he cannot find the full potential of the car as of now, but I can see him after like maybe race 7, race 8. If then also he won't be able to perform, it's a big question mark
Exactly,
on
then
Science
it would
then.
be such a demotivation for himself, right? He would
Yeah,
वो बंदा हार जाएगा मतलब he is like कि अभी इतना
yeah.
time दिया and still nothing happening, then that would be very sad.
Although the smirk was quite amazing
Yeah.
when someone asked him that Red Bull is regretting not signing you.
Exactly. I mean, both the parties are must be feeling the same. Like Science को भी कहीं ना कहीं feel हो
Yeah,
रहा होगा कि nobody is able to drive that second Red Bull right now. I would have been the
yeah,
perfect match, and Red Bull भी सोच रही होगी कि Science was available on the market
yeah,
and they just didn't do it.
yeah,
It's really sad. Like
yeah.
he deserved that seat.
Quite unfortunate for them.
Yeah, and unfortunately, like Red Bull and Williams have no ties, so I don't think वहाँ पे कुछ possibility भी होगी. So it's really
True, true, true.
bad. And plus,
Cool. And
performing
yes,
in Williams means like even the new teams would like think couple of times before signing him, although he has already
of
been
course, of
signed by
course.
Williams for multi-year contract, so it's not like he's there for one
Hmm.
year. And we still have hope because
Right.
2026 made a new regulation, so the car would be completely new, so we still have hope
Completely
that
different. Yeah.
it would work out. And
Yeah.
even we have hope right now, like you said, that if we give him like few more races, he might
Few more
work
races.
out.
Yes.
So let's see, let's hope for the best.
That's true. Yep. Up next, we have Ollie Behrman from Haas. Uh, quiet race, but amazing one.
And
Yes, scoring 1 point for the team.
that too, like they have partnered with Toyota, right? So it was like kind of a home race
Yes,
for them,
yes,
so scoring that was amazing. And
yes, yes.
again, like another rookie of the year. I don't know, I'm like very confused between
Mm.
Kimi, Hajar, and Ollie. All three of them are performing very, very good. Like such young drivers were doing
Yeah,
very good. And
right.
yeah, I mean, scoring points and even qualifying, he was like very good. He even after the race and the interview, he was like, I was very happy, and I would have been very happy with just being in Q2. And imagine he was in Q3, so
Yeah,
imagine the happiness. Like
Q3.
it was really nice.
And maintaining that position, that's quite
Yeah.
good as well.
Again, I
So, yeah.
apologize for my statement in the after the first Grand Prix that Haas is not looking good. They are actually looking good.
No, it's just one man again. Like Ocon didn't perform in this race. He was P18 and like he was stuck there.
Yeah, but at least this proves
Started
that.
off, he didn't overtake anyone, so
But
that's
nobody
quite
overtook
sad for him.
anyone, right? So this is not the full picture, but at least the car is looking good, and Ocon has
Yeah,
been on the podium quite
few
some
few
time,
points.
so
Yeah,
he knows.
but it could be quite scary for Haas because again Alpine is right behind them, so they should be very careful with this because last year they were like holding on to P6 and Alpine just grabbed the points right away from bottom to P6 in few races.
Yeah,
So they must be very careful with this situation going on. So hopefully I don't see maybe like if both the cars are performing that would be nice, but like only one man scoring 1 point, it's not enough for the team.
yeah. No, I mean, I have hopes for Ocon. Unlike Sainz, where I feel it'll take more time, Ocon would be able to grab
Yeah,
the like car pretty well.
yeah. And like they both of them haven't mentioned any huge problems in the car as of now.
Yeah,
Like science having trouble with the car, Albon is having the same issues. And like if you look at the other side as well, like any driver who jumps into a new car like faces some problems. Yuki Tsunoda for like the biggest example. But yeah, like we haven't heard any news from Ocon and
yeah,
Behrman as of now.
agreed.
So I guess it's quite simple to drive that car.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah. Same thing. For we have who do we have next? Aston Martin, Alonso. After two bad races, finally, he's actually in the race
yeah,
with P11. Not able to score points, but still there in the race.
yeah.
Missed by one positions.
Yes, that hurt really bad. Just one.
And yes, the infamous Stroll man.
He's back.
He's at P20.
He's back. Stroll is back.
होप्स क्यों रखे हमने इतने ज्यादा से
Stroll is are back. So yeah,
yes. Yeah, Stroll is back for this race. We don't know what's going to happen
yeah.
in the next one. Yeah, it's quite
Let's not.
the whole grid is jumbling a lot. So hopefully, let's see what's going to happen next one. Yes, Alonso, quite simple race. He did lock up 2 times. Same thing at the last turn, last chicane. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Quite
Yeah,
boring. What else do we have?
Alpines.
Sonoda right behind him.
Yeah,
And we actually talked about him
yeah.
already. So hopefully the curse and like giving him just 2 races won't be enough, I feel.
No, they won't give him the like. Unlike Liam, they would be obviously giving him more
Yeah.
races. Maybe the first half of the season, definitely he'll get. And maybe if he manages
Yeah.
like P5 and P4 here and there, then he is safe for the whole
Hmm.
year. But that's the least
Whole
that
year.
is
Yeah.
expected of him.
So
Especially
yeah.
when Max is winning and
Yeah.
Max is on the podium, right? If Max is P7, P8 and he's not scoring any points, then it's all right. But
Right.
if he's on the podium, then
Makes sense.
he at least needs to be in P5,
There's like,
P4.
of
Yeah,
course, yeah. Marco has some weird trust on him, and like he's very confident about Sonoda,
yeah.
so he might
कहाँ
stay.
थे अब
And
तक?
like with Liam, there was some other issues other than just driving.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's a different story.
Yes, let's not get into that. But yes, uh, it's a
Cool.
long one.
Then we have Pierre Gasly up on P13, and after that we have Sainz and Duhan on Duhan and P15. So Alpine again not performing
Yeah.
that good. Just a very slow car. Gasly was still complaining in middle of the race, and we saw some good fights between Gasly, Sainz, Duhan, Sunoda. Like there was some action, but for a very few laps.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Do
Duan.
you, do you expect anything from Alpine as of now? Have you heard any
Not
news?
really. And again, like while we are talking about Alpine, the Duan crash, it was like very bad, no? And the
Oh,
wreckage,
that was so
so bad.
bad.
Like
Oh
it
my
was
god.
high speed
Yeah, like
crash.
I'll post a picture here as well. Yeah, being like fixing that car and being back on the track in 2 days, that's quite amazing, man.
Yep.
That's it's very very cool. It was. I thought it's gone. Like the race is over for him. Like he won't be
Yes.
able to participate at all.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that was, and it was his fault actually.
Yeah.
There was something they said it's something broken, but the DRS he didn't close it, so it was
Big
all
mistake.
like there was no grip at all.
Yes.
So yeah, rookie mistake,
Rookie mistake.
not a big mistake, but a rookie mistake as we can expect from rookies.
Yeah.
Cool. And then we have Kick Sauber at P16 and P19 again. Billboard team, Hulkenberg performing, and Bortoletto at P19. What do you think about Bortoletto?
No, man, I think he's not given the opportunity that other drivers, other rookies are being given. So we can't judge the driver. It's just like Zoe Granio. Zoe was like not performing
Yes,
because,
yes, yes.
again, it's kick Sauber. So what do we expect? Like, so
It would have been still okay, like if it was Hulkenberg and Zoganyu,
yeah,
because he was quite comfortable with Kick Sauber's
yeah, he
car. Like
was.
he, of course, the car is very very bad,
Yeah, slow, slow, very slow.
very slow, but still like somewhere close, like up at least P10, not P10, but at least like P14, P13.
Yeah, I think it's a
So yeah,
failure year for them. Like they are all focusing on 26 now, be already coming
26.
in
Yeah,
and like new regs and everything. The good thing is in the first race
right.
itself, they did manage to score some points, so it's good. He
Yes,
last year
yeah.
the Sunny, although they did
Push
manage.
the
I
points
think last year
at
they did manage
the
at
end.
the end, but we were like thinking that that would be the only team with no points. So at least that is broken
Right.
now. So it's good. Yeah,
Yes.
nothing else really to
And we
talk about. I mean,
talk
yeah,
about, yeah, Billboard team as usual.
yeah, um,
Then yeah, we have at P17 we have Lawson uh, from Racing Bulls. So yeah, again, out of all the Red Bull drivers, he's the last one.
no,
So yeah,
कुछ नहीं.
Christian Horner might be happy कि चल अब करके अब बोल क्या बोलना था तेरे को.
Yeah,
He's the last Red Bull on the
you
grid.
talked very much enough of Lawson and Yuki. I'm like
Lawson.
focusing on the future. I'm like happy without let's focusing on the positives. That's Hajar and the
Yeah.
machine that's Max. So
Oh
they have
yes, of
like two
course.
amazing.
Yes.
And Yuki again, like I
Right.
mentioned, he was comfortable at the like from the start. So we are hoping good
Yes.
things from Yuki as well. But Lawson, I don't know. I mean, let's see kya hota.
Cool. Yes, and then up next, yeah, we have talked about almost every single driver as of now. Up next, we have Bahrain Grand Prix.
Yeah.
next week, back to back.
Triple header.
Uh, any predictions for the next one?
Mm, yeah, I think we'll make a short reel about the predictions and post it on Instagram.
Cool.
Yeah. But again,
Okay.
like,
I feel back to McLaren's, if they don't mess it up, they will be on the podium for
yeah,
sure.
McLaren stuff fix. Yeah, the thing is, who else other than McLaren? So two McLarens on the
McLaren.
podium, and Max again. I think it's going to be the repetition of this
Yeah, tough fight.
fight. But the good thing is,
Yeah.
every
I would like
driver,
to see
even the
Ferrari.
rookies, all of them have experience in Bahrain plus the pre-season testing. So everybody knows the track pretty well. So
Right,
we'd be able to see some of the drivers perform better than what they have been performing in this 3 races. So it's going to be a good race.
right. Yeah, mostly, yeah, every single driver is comfortable with this track.
And unlike
So hopefully.
Suzuka, we have a couple of DRS zones, plus there is other opportunities to overtake, like the turn one and everything. So the track is a bit
Right.
wider than Suzuka. So
Of
it's
course.
going to be a interesting race.
Yes. So yeah, that's pretty much it then for us.
Yeah,
Talk almost everything. Best livery, Haas,
yeah,
no doubt in that.
yeah,
I loved it. It was so cool, man.
yeah. Like,
All eyes were on Haas for this one.
normally Red don't go well with Ping, but they pulled it off very beautifully. You know,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Yeah, I didn't like the black part in the middle, but still, like the whole look of the car was really nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so that's pretty much it.
Thank you,
And
guys.
yeah, we'll see you in the next one.
See you in the next one. See you in Bahrain. Bye bye.